¿Qué pasa, gente? ¿Cómo va la cosa? Pues nada, aquí estamos en otro capítulo más de Starfield, así que sentaros, apretad el ojete, disfrutad, dale like y suscribiros porque vamos al lío. Vamos a hacer hoy misiones principales, que van a ser estas tres, por ejemplo, Ten cuidado que estoy aprendiendo, es que estoy aprendiendo catalán, tengo el C2 ya. Tenemos que hacer estas misiones de aquí arriba y viajar a la llave, que es para continuar y terminar la misión de la flota carmesí, que nos quedamos recabando datos. Nos jodieron porque al final no pudimos conseguir la nave. No importa, hemos hecho nave nueva. Lo he hecho mientras estaba fuera de stream. Tenemos que ir a Aquila por la misión de hablar con Vladimir, pero cero drama. No, Vladimir no, la de nido vacío. Con esta, a la sexta misión, vamos a tener que ir a Aquila, entonces vamos a conseguir la salsa especial de Chunks, que nos va a venir muy bien para traer la Titán de nuevo. Entonces, vamos a ir con Vectera para hablar con ella. Posteriormente vamos a hacer la de Grumete con Osa Jefe. Y luego vamos a continuar con Reliquias de Guerra y vamos a seguir por aquí. Así que, chavales, al Leo. Mira la nueva nave, Quillo. Mira la nueva nave, Quillo. Mira qué bicho. Me la hice yo ayer. Me pegué ayer un ratazo y me hice ayer la nave. Tú dirás, es más fea que su puta madre. Sí, es fea con avaricia. No te voy a decir que no. Pero lo que me interesa es que funciona bien. ¿Y esto? Ah, vale, un extinto. Ya mismo me engallo cosas a mí mismo. Venga, a ver. ¿Qué está pasando aquí? Si hoy me sale un horromorfo y me lo paso por los cojones, chaval. Hoy me sale un horromorfo y me lo paso por los huevos. Sí, he muerto. Vale, ¿habéis terminado de hablar las dos a la vez? Gracias. ¡Link!
Oh, no. Don't start. I've had enough Barrett for one lifetime. I don't need the sequel showing up on my doorstep. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties. They didn't make it.
Creo que tu pérdida te ha afectado más de lo que creía.
You tell yourself you got deadlines, that the credits are what matter. But it's people. You think if you're strict with them that they'll focus on the work. Give you a little distance if...
Obviamente.
Anyway, I was...
Bueno, mi jefe lo que quiere es que ocurre bien, no que sobreviva, o sea. Si me muero antes de un pasaproducción les dan por culo. A mí me da igual.
Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you." Not quite. Barrett is more dangerous than you might think. Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the third one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's third law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hela. I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them. They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
Vale, pues ya podemos continuar. El carajo. 2000 créditos, bien. Eso es una caja fuerte en condiciones, ¿eh? A ver, pero ¿tú qué te crees, Sara? ¿Cuántas cajas fuertes has abierto ya delante tuya en tu puta cara? Sara, por favor, no me venga ahora con tonterías. Me va a decir ahora, no, ves que eres una máquina, claro. Me has visto abriendo cajas fuertes todo. Desde que te has venido conmigo me has visto abrir cajas fuertes. ¿No ves? Dinero. No me interesa. Oye, ¿aquí quién había? Porque me están dejando cogerlo todo. Que no me quejo, ¿sabes? O sea, yo por mí de puta madre, dejarme con más cosas, ¿no? Pero... Pues veis, Nico, ya está feo. Así es, señores, tenemos un canal de Discord para que os unáis todos y os lo paséis de puta madre aquí con nosotros. Quizás el de puta madre lo tengo que censurar en YouTube o quizás no. Ya veremos, según cómo me pilla en el momento. Vale, ¿y esto para qué? Se requiere batería. ¡Ah! Las baterías que habíamos visto antes, Quillo. Se usan aquí. Me muerde, qué rollo. ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde estaban las baterías? No, me busca la hora, ellos. Me las he encontrado antes todo el rato ahí en plan de chip. Y ahora resulta que no las voy a localizar en la vida. Mira, aquí hay una. Batería de emergencia. Espérate, vamos a ver si la podemos poner. Y yo que me dé. Yo estoy feliz con mi mierda. Adiós. ¿Qué quieres, Sara? ¿Sí?
It got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to compare. Those were just... oh, I don't know. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I adopted her methods. You know,
Vale.
Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together.
Escúchame, te digo una cosa, que llamarse Aya tiene delito, ¿eh? O sea, ¿cómo has llamado a tu hija? Ajá.
Exactly.
Pues vale.
For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best. Yeah, you know, being alone in interstellar space, nothing but light years of black around you. Some people find that terrifying. I find it...
Hombre, es que si nada más que hay negro de fondo...
Thank you. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift.
Parece que estabais enamorada.
I respected her and I considered her a dear friend. Had that been true,
habría dimitido y me habría mudado a Porrima 2 en vez de quedarme en Constelación. No veas tú.
If we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit and I could make proper introductions.
Me parece correctísimo. Escúchame, Porrima 2. Es como decir, está en Atapuerca, igual, está en Porrima. Maravilloso. ¿Sería tan buena idea?
There's no bad blood between us. The worst that might happen is you get stuck listening to two old friends catching up on old times. Yeah, you'll do. Look, I don't expect you to be an exact copy of Aja.
¿Le damos candela? ¿Le metemos caña? ¿Cañazo en la cara o no cañazo en la cara? ¿Qué me decís, señores? Venga, vamos a encuesta. Que era una encuesta nueva. Cañazo. ¿Sí? No. ¿Qué hacemos? Acabo de abrir una encuesta, señores. ¿Cañazo o no cañazo? La gente está votando ya. Cañazo, ¿no? Cañazo, venga, cañazo. ¿Cañazo? Venga, cañazo, venga, te lo compro, venga. Vamos a pegar un cañazo, venga. Cañazo, placa.
I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go.
Escúchame, Sara, yo he hecho cosas malas. Me he tomado una cruz campo también. No te preocupes. Espero que eso no haga que tú te lo pienses también. Tú no te preocupes. Tú no has hecho nada peor que yo. Te lo digo en serio. Poca broma. Yo me he llegado a tomar una Cruz Campo y una B10 está buena. Buscar una fuente de energía. Seguridad, sacar almacenamiento de datos. Vale, necesito... Arregla el ordenador de comunicaciones. Escucha la transmisión de emergencia.
Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
Esto no. Esto tampoco. Wow. Aumenta el daño a medida que se reduce la salud, veneno y conmoción. Crédito, ganzúa, níquel. Níquel, 10 de níquel de golpe, primo. Quita, coño. Leche, ¿leche? Esto lo llevamos. Y esto también. Para vender, está descarado. Y aquí tenemos una batería por si las moscas. Me empieza a oler un poco raro que haya tanta batería de por medio y tan poco boquete donde meterla. Che, qué mal ha sonado eso, ¿no? Porque si me ha hecho falta abrir una llave de maestro para poder coger la última batería, aquí hay algo. Matriz de sensores, venga, cuéntame, ¿qué es lo que hay por aquí? Transmisión de emergencia.
Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
So, you actually get that computer working again?
Encontré una transmisión de Barrett.
What? Let me see. Funny. Even knowing he's alive.
No quiero volver a verlo.
I still never want to see him again. Hella on the... Okay. Let me send you the location
Vale.
data.
Venga. Gracias, Link.
Be a while before Argos comes to pick me up. I'll be here if you need me. And
Venga.
hey, if you ever need a little extra help...
Ayuda a recluta a Link como tripulante. A ver qué tienes para ofrecer. Demoliciones, gestión de puestos. Ahí te queda, prima.
My contract
Venga,
with-
no. Un saludo.
What kind of goodbye
Bueno,
was
espérate,
that?
en verdad. Con la nueva nave tenemos huecos.
Seems like you've been keeping busy,
Sí,
Dusty.
mira. Tenemos una pedazo de nave que flipa aquí ya.
You find yours. My contract's
A ver, venga. Debería venirte conmigo.
works for me.
Pues nada, descarado. Otra más. ¿Qué tenemos? Gestión de puestos, nivel 3, demoliciones, astrodinámica, láser, liderazgo y botánica. Levantamiento de peso, discreción. Discreción. Discreción, vale, discreción, búsqueda de suministro. Y tenemos a Vasco también, que tiene fusión aneurótica, sistema de escudo y sistema electromagnético. Del carajo, quillo.
Right. I'll get...
Venga, vente conmigo, Toto. Y nos tenemos que ir a Kindy.
So, we get bored to give us what we want, or we could use a vacation. If you're feeling generous, Or we can just dust your ship.
¿Le echamos huevo? Lo reventamos. Le vamos a reventar la cabeza, a ver cómo funciona la nave.
That's how you want to play it.
Mamá, cómo arrea la nave, tú. Cómo arrea la nave, chaval. Venga, máquina, un saludo. La siguiente. Madre mía, vaya bicharraco nos hemos montado, tú. Vaya bicharraco nos hemos montado. Lo que me tengo que pillar es algo para mejorar la cantidad de potencia que tienen los motores y toda la pesca. Vaya, vaya puta locura, tío. Vaya locura de nave. Vale. Vamos a abrir acá fuerte. Hola, Heller.
Hey, it's you. And here I thought.
Venga, medicina.
Considering the spaceship wreckage, you mean? Yeah. Well, he missed the word. Hey, you know, when I pulled you to the, I guess I'm saying.
Indeed. Without your help, we wouldn't have ever gotten this worth.
Man, I was so terrified when
Normal.
Barrett was all.
Saldremos de esta, confía en mí. ¿Y Barre dónde está, polla? Confía en mí, es lo que digo siempre cuando no hay que confiar en mí. ¡Qué grande, por favor!
Getting to that.
¡Qué grande!
He tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick the pirates into thinking they need to come in before one of us gets killed. I mean,
¡Oh, mierda!
I didn't think it would work, but they came in. All of a sudden, we were wrestling with two of them.
Me quitó la arma y disparó a quien no debía. A quien no debía. Al piloto en la espalda, ellos, que de verdad.
Right in the back.
Eso se llama suerte, ¿eh? Voy a pegar un tiro al aire y le pega al piloto en la espalda y lo mata. Y ahora al carajo el centro de comando. A tomar por culo la nave.
I blacked out. And when I came, you missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble. Then he did the little finger gun.
Dice, pipín, ya ves.
Oh yeah. Probably should have talked about.
Claro, va a estar la boca de analgésico, pues claro, va flipping.
Real excited when a ship, and then really less excited when Barrett said, "It's okay, I got this." I was drifting in and out, but
Vaya putada, tío. Tenemos que ir ahora por lo de la flota carmesí. Es que tengo que terminar esa puta rama de misiones, tío.
haven't really been in a good space. Hey,
No, no va a venir nadie más, tranquilo. Primero a ver si te puedes levantar y ya después vamos viendo.
Don't ask me to operate any heavy machinery for a while.
Pues entonces no me la agarre.
Give me a minute. I think the worst of it is, yeah, I'll be all right. Let me know when you want to head out.
Vale, perfecto. Venga. Tenemos que buscar la transferencia de emergencia 2. Creo que a Barren no habría cable. Bueno, mira, lo podemos reclutar. Pero es que yo no sé si podemos reclutarlo, tío. Ingeniería de puestos. Es que no podemos reclutarle porque creo que no hay hueco, tío. Por ahora no hay asignaciones disponibles para Heller, ¿ves? Es que no... Lo podemos llevar guardado. Pero bueno.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett. Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move. He's trying to figure out our destination. Probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
that pretty obvious? Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
Abrí el mapa, puesto de investigación, saque. ¡Eh! Aluminio y helio 3. Ok. ¿Eso qué? ¿Eso qué? ¿Ese es bueno? Me parece que no. ¿Sí? ¿Sí o no? Este es buena gente, ¿no? Ah, claro, es que yo soy de los piratas, ¿no? Estoy empanado ellos.
I suppose it's possible the Crimson Fleet has left something valuable behind, though I doubt it.
Bueno, la ventaja es que no tenemos que liarnos a tiro con nadie. ¡Con nadie! Bueno, en fin, lo que estaba diciendo. Tengo una noticia que daros, chavales. Una buena noticia para mi gusto. Y para mi jefa sobre todo también. Y es que vamos a incrementar en 1 la familia. Va a venir una pequeña gatita con nosotros. Y se va a llamar Liara. Una gatita que se va a llamar Liara. Como la Asari de Mass Effect, ¿vale? Es súper bonita, tricolor. Y la tendremos por aquí el lunes. Así que el lunes por la noche os la presentaré. Y el lunes por la noche la veréis.
Oh yeah. There's no certainty in the universe at all. Once you really start getting out there, the laws of physics kind of turn into suggestions.
Pulling my leg again, right? No exaggerations this time.
Unicorn. Not kidding.
What? The mythical mare with the magic horn thing? Come on. Was King Arthur riding on it too?
Okay, it was more of an extremophile in the vague shape of a horse. But my point still stands. You need an open mind out there. If you go into the far reaches of space too tightly wound, your brain is just going to pop like a soda can. Holy shit.
I wish I could say this is the first time this has happened with Barrett. But, well, it isn't.
Well, this is turning into a regular constellation party, isn't it? I should have brought drinks. You know, it's actually been kind of nice. Matsura the Grim here is a great host.
No sense letting people's last moments be unpleasant.
See, that's what I like about you, Matsura.
Hombre del Renacimiento, what the fuck?
Barrett, but I can't just let you go with nothing to show for it. Is Constellation willing to pay rent? Ah, I had heard some rumors among the captains that... Very well. As a favor to the fleet, I'll let...
From the hands of one Crimson Fleet pirate to yet another. And this time, the pirate...
Las maravillas no tienen fin. Ya ves.
You feel it a bit, can't you? Ever since I found the second one, had the visions.
Joder, tío.
Being
Otra vez.
around them is just comforting. So hey, I'm still not 100%, plus I feel guilty dragging you into all of this. Why don't I stick around? Help you get adjusted to the weird corners of the universe. Marvelous. Excuse-moi. That's
Vale, ¿y lo
really
podemos reclutar?
See you later.
Si yo quien quiero que venga es... Sara. ¿Dónde está Sara, tío?
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time.
What can I
Sara.
help you with? I'm glad you're back.
Sarah. Sarah.
I'll try, but I doubt it.
Yo no quiero que venga el otro nota conmigo, hombre. Paso, de verdad.
Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
Venga, vamos para adentro. Por cierto, chicos, si queréis, recordad que podéis dar el Prime. Por si lo tenéis muerto de asco ahí. Yo soy un buen receptor. Espero que Vladimir esté de un buen humor hoy. Pues si se ha hecho un Vladimir, lo estará. No, ahora mismo no. Me lo llevo porque me puede interesar pues más adelante. Carpeta, nada por aquí, nada por allá. Hola, guapo. Uy, Vladimir, te esperaba rubio.
Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
Glad you two finally have a chance to meet.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye. Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know that?
Aún quedan
Now,
más, venga.
this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
Tengo que comprobar esas pistas en persona.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andre? Mateo
Vale.
went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there...
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take...
Vale,
anyway,
sí.
hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a close... Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. Así que te jubilaste de la flota carmesí. No sabía que se pudiera.
Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on. But if you ever wanted to... Thought I
Vale.
was going to see life's eclipse from there, but... Constellation swept me. If you do go there, turn the lights off with...
Ok. Ve a la casa de Vladimir. Es lo primero que vamos a hacer. Está en Cuenca, máquina. Nivel 55. Sí, Vladimir, sí. Sí, Vladimir, sí. Iremos a tu casa. No te preocupes. Vale. Deberíamos informar a Adrian para continuar esa rama de... O deberíamos ya... Vamos a terminar ya con esto, tío. Estoy ya harto de ver esto aquí. Ya estamos a nivel 20. Ya podemos ir a Cakes.
Hail acknowledged. Duck where you like.
Estamos en el puto corazón de la flota carmesí, O sea, agüita. Habla con Naiva. ¿Qué quieres, Sara, por Dios? Una rama de algo, ¿verdad? Lubricante. O sea, antes de tirar la cañara me está dando lubricante. ¿Tú qué quieres, Sara? ¿Tú qué quieres? ¿Quieres fiesta, no? Me vale. Hola, hostia, madre mía, el balazo que le han metido al nota ese, Me voy a quedar esto.
I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
Madre mía, tú. ¡Qué alegría de gente! ¡Qué buen rollo me dan los piratas! Pensaba que era una ganzoa, ¿vale? Venga, un saludo. Estoy por vacilarle, tío. Tengo una gana de le voy a vacilar.
Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had. The last thing I need is another Austin rake getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price.
Tienes un propio
I
que
don't
preocuparme.
care. Time is money and you wait. But all that aside, you made it. So now, pencils ready? Good.
No, dale duro, no iba.
This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's big. Might look a little beat up on the outside.
Menos mal que conseguís que aguante. La flota tomó una estación
Sure
entera.
did. Right out from under their noses. Way before.
Hace mucho que tenemos esta
Don't worry.
estación, ¿no?
Delgado
Delgado te
take-
contará todo. Vale. Seguro que a la CEU les cabrea que esté instalado aquí.
You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill.
Vale, vale, pues ya está. Delgado me
The
contará.
short version while we walk the station.
Story time. How delightful.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you.
Venga, vamos. Donde tus huevos digan. O donde tu toto diga. Pero primero déjame un segundo.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Ahora no es el momento, querida.
The UC
Vale.
is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key, cute, huh?
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak
A ver,
to you.
¿qué quiere?
Yeah,
¿Qué
what
quiere?
is it?
¿Qué quiere, Sara?
Thanks
¿Qué
for
quiere?
taking time to chat. I received a message from No, it's not. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there.
¿Te molesta que te mantenga alejada de la
You're not
logia?
keeping me out here. I am. Just
Venga,
before I
explícate.
joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the
Que era
It was
exactamente
a
el cuerpo de
branch of the
navegante.
United Colonies Navy.
La
A small-
Corporación
basically,
Galáctica.
a military
Una versión
version.
militar de constelación. Vale. ¿Qué tiene que ver eso
If you
con la
want to
logia? Si quiere ayudar.
I feel like
Creo
I
que
need
tengo
to
que
give you
ponerte
some
más
background.
antecedente. Ten paciencia. Vale. Los recortes de gobierno nos afectan a
sure.
todos.
You see, the top brass demanded
Descubrimientos
praiseworthy
espectaculares para
discoveries to
justificar el
justify the
gasto y no había
spending.
mucho dinero tras la guerra.
One
Inevitable que nos
At the
desolviera.
end
Al
of the
final yo
day,
estaba a cargo, así
I
que
was
obviamente
in
la culpa
charge.
recayó sobre mí. De la guerra de antes, ¿vale? Aceptar la culpa
Oh,
sería
hell, I
absurdo.
can't. You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping I
Sí.
failed because I was more concerned about exploring.
Normal.
If I had fought harder. I'm convinced our division may have had a chance to prove.
Nadie podría
That's just
haberla llevado
no.
más lejos que tú.
Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk? Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my
Sí, mi mayor
mission.
fuerza y peor
It elevates into
pesadilla.
these positions of authority.
Lo único que quiero
All I
hacer es
want
probar,
to do
sentarme y
is
comprobar las cuestas cuadras.
Sure. Just then, when Constellation goes belly up because
Hostia, me he
of
equivocado,
my
tío.
lack-
Te ayudaré a resolver
Oh
esto.
my God. I'm so sorry. You have to understand.
Cuando ella se jubiló, perdí la única persona que en esto que me importaba. Siempre estaré ahí cuando le tiramos cañazo, ¿no? Cañazo.
Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening.
Me ha ayudado, de verdad que sí.
Now, we've got everything the fleet
Vale.
needs right here. Of course, you gotta pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are
Vale, en la llave, los créditos son la llave. Qué maravilla.
Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full. Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith.
Lo mismo pasó con Windows, no te rayes.
And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered.
Ahí.
We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lot. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, neighbor. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Brooke, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
No vea, qué buen rollo.
It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates.
Todo lo que hay ahí atrás. Me lo voy a llevar todo.
Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cripps had a lot to do with all that, but
vale, pues si luego hablamos con él, pues que ya me cuentes notas.
Brooke, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Brooke, protect me from Zuri's vengeance.
Oye, relativamente hay como buen rollo dentro de los piratas, ¿no?
Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
My prices may be high,
got
but
Bradley
these
from the
goods
trade authority.
ain't exactly easy to find.
I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything.
Hostia. Que puedo vender aquí de la autoridad. Vale, tomo nota.
One and only Samina Misra. She'll patch you up if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay. This is our final stop. Over there, you've got the last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction.
Venga, a ver, cuéntame. Calculador oficial.
And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it,
llevo una bomba incrustada en el pecho y nunca aprenderé lo que significa la palabra humildad.
In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
La medida sobre más tuta que he visto nunca.
Glad you approve. Obviously,
Aquí la
betrayal
traición
isn't
es
taken
algo muy
lightly
grave.
around. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information.
Claro.
Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider... For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree.
Tiene sentido. Entonces, un paso en falso y muere.
Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live.
Me toca los huevos.
I die. All of my knowledge, the accounts, he holds the trigger. But we all know that my death cripples the
Como
fleet.
claro, si te capturan. Plan de-
It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my rib cage. Now, let me get you set up. Thanks to advanced modifications even Eugen would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done.
Joder, chaval, qué
All you need
guapo.
now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
Ahora, a ganar créditos. Tengo una modificación que deba conocer.
None. Other than my chest and arm modification, is the interview over? The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these
De
listings.
alrededor del núcleo. Vale. Creo que vamos a hacer negocios juntos. Si ni iba escogido bien, seguro que sí.
Now, I believe that covers all I have to say.
Venga,
Take
ya
the
podemos ir a
elevator
ver
to
a
the upper
Delgado.
level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Take a look at this kinetic.
All right, listen
Recoils
up. You can all
off.
stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they...
Nah, nunca
Neighbors
más.
willing
Nadie
to put their neck on
vas
the
a
line and
responder
vouch
por
for
ti.
you, which means
Tienes lo que hay que tener para estar aquí, no te decepcionaré, polla.
or you'll find yourself...
A lo que tú digas, bigote. ¿Y yo qué te ha pasado en la barba, compadre? ¿Te has rapado mal o qué?
Sign up with the Crimson Fleet. You're in it for the long haul. No, you stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before...
No me gusta cumplir órdenes. ¿Te imaginas? Sí, en plan de no me gusta cumplir órdenes yo, que no me raye. Me gusta levantarme tarde y yo, tipo, que estoy tentado soltarle una así, tío, al Delgado, de verdad. Estoy tentadísimo de soltarle una mierda esta, en plan de me cago.
Hey, if you've got a problem, I can decorate that wall behind you with your brains.
It's all right, neighbor. I admire this rook's backbone.
Ve, es
Takes a
que...
lot of guts to crack jokes with the threat of death staring them in the face.
Sabía que le iba a molar nota.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first thing. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, pack your cold weather gear, rooks. Where we are going?
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for another one of your little... 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that...
Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search.
I hope you're right, Dale. That
Ese
new
nuevo
code
código
we
de la reja que
grabbed for the
tuvimos
lot
nos
cost us a
costó
ton
una
of credits.
fortuna y un buen capitán.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see
En
where it all
Suvorov
began.
con Jasper
On
Krix.
Su, Krix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy... Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the... This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for her.
Joder.
It has been frustrating being this close to potential...
Quizá debería contarme más
Before
algo
Krix
sobre el
left the
legado.
fleet, He left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's Legacy.
Su busca, que arruinado, desaparecido, muerto. Vale.
We'll first need a lead, and I would wager we will find one on Subaru.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is
Una
based
tabla
on...
antiquísima.
Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording. And not a lot of...
When we get our hands on Crix's Legacy, the fleet will be operating at a complete...
No se convertirá la flota en un objetivo mayor para el SEFDI.
They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right. Exactly. Okay.
Tomo nota, tengo que pillar eso y mandárselo a los de la CEU. En la próxima partida que me haga como pirata, tengo que conseguirlo y liar la parda. Venga, pues listo. Sí, no, también. Sí, es verdad que es bonito, pero hay mucho frío. Vamos a ver cómo va aquí flora y fauna, no me jodas. Vamos a ver. Frío extremo. ¿A cuánto está? Estamos a 53 grados bajo cero. ¿Quién va hasta aquí, por favor? ¿Cómo puede haber aquí cosas? Hay más o menos la misma gravedad que la Tierra, vale. Tranquilo, que yo no me voy a volver a... Yo no voy a ser padre todavía, no... A mí no me sale aquí el tucu de ese padre. Coño, algo importante, ¿no? Vamos a adoptar una gata.
Yeah? And Mathis, I am running things. Fine. All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Crix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot.
Lol.
Whatever you pick up, don't think.
Vale, parece algo sencillo.
Hold on, no scrapping. How the hell am I?
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Una cosa más, venga, ¿qué más?
Very nice. I'll just remain here and soak in the planet's lovely winter light.
Mi pregunta es, ¿esta gente por qué está sin casco y Sara sí? No tiene sentido. Niño, los bichos de los huevos. ¿Te lo puedo escanear o no? Sí, vale. No veas, hasta que me di cuenta de que matándolos también se escaneaban automáticamente. Tardé, ¿eh? ¡Hala! ¡Dame otra! ¿Vamos para dentro ya o qué? Requiere una tarjeta de identificación. ¡Qué maravilla!
Here we are. The place where Jasper...
Todo listo. Vamos para adentro.
Yeah, he needs to get this... Then crank up your suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good.
Escúchame, tiene la cabeza del cuello para arriba a 53 bajo cero y le suba la polla, ¿sabes? Como, mira cómo tengo la cara de bien. ¡Oh, qué bueno! Mírame, tengo una cara. ¡Oh! Flipo. Vamos para adentro ya.
First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual? Hostile?
Vale. Si venís hoy, ¿no?
Better than trying to survive on the surface. Now you know why the prisoners got fed up and looked to Cricks to lead them out of here.
And that's how the Crimson Fleet began.
It's not a story, Mathis. It's history. Remember that. Now.
¡Epa! F5. Guarda. Sí, sí, vosotros pelea. No os preocupéis por mí. Yo estoy aquí tranquilamente. Pim, pam, pum. Vale. Confirma identidad del prisionero. Usar el kit de identificación ADN y comparar los registros transmitidos. Bla, 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 bla. Vale. Siguiente. Seguridad, un anexo, jerga presidiaria, turno de día, cadena perpetua, 24/7, esposado, golpe, traje de bombero, refrigerante, salto habitacional. Buah. Vale, o sea, se supone que esto y esto donde está todo. Quita, bicho. Me toca a mí los huevos. Otro.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about a kilometer away.
A alguien le faltan pelotas.
Delgado, I'd drop you.
Enough already. I should. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room?
Qué gracioso eres, primo. Pues no sé, tío. Yo lo veo un bigote cualquiera. No entiendo yo por qué tanto miedo. Que no pasa nada. No veas a ellos. Ya está, no te rayes, Quillo. No te rayes, madre mía. No tenemos forma de atravesar esto. Bueno, pues ya está, pues buscamos otro hueco, Quillo. Nada más que tosquearse, Quillo, tosquearse. A lo mejor primero respirar, calmarnos.
Now that I think about it, we used this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, yeah, we're doing this right. Or maybe we should wait until the next time we're on an alien world. We bide our time. And when even the almighty Delgado. Whoa, hang on. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's. Once we get rid of
quitamos en medio, desenterramos toda la basura, vendemos, lo encontremos en IVA. Nos vamos a forrar.
Hell no. Come on, we both know
algo sobre el legado no serviría de nada. Si Naiva quiere pasar el resto de la vida persiguiendo fantasmas, ya ella. ¿Quieres que la flota carmesí esté persiguiendo?
We're going to be handing Neva leadership of the Crimson Fleet on a platter. I mean, come on. I'll bet you a month's share.
¿Cómo sé que no te ha mandado Delgado para probar?
I'm no rat for Delgado. I'm busting the ass to become one of the... And in case you missed it, that icefall trapped both of us in here. Playing it safe. Ahora. But you better have me back when I make me move. Now, let's find a way.
Me da igual reventar la Delgado la cara galleta, Me la suda. Si es que ese tío yo creo que habría que cargárselo, o sea... Voy a intentar cargármelo si puedo. Literal.
I guess that's one way through.
Okay, Zouch. What the hell was so important that you had to drag me all the way out of A block at this hour?
You know Jasper Crick's over in D block? He's busting out of here, and he wants me to join him.
Crix really thinks he can bust out of the lock? Why the hell am I just hearing about it now?
Crick's only told the few people he trusts. He even told us to keep it to ourselves, or he'll cut our throats.
Then why the hell are you telling me?
Come on, I gotta explain this. It's because I like you, Rickard. And I want you to come with me. We've been meeting in the storeroom for months to, well, you know. I was hoping we had something a little more than that.
Quiero compartir contigo algo más íntimo.
Didn't know you cared that much. You give me the signal and I'll... Oh shit, wait. I forgot to turn off the recording.
Recording? What the hell?
Lol.
We never meet down here this late. I thought you were gonna kill me, alright?
Kill you? God, no. I love you. Alright?
Ojo.
Gotta make me say it.
Hostia, girito de la historia.
Sorry, baby. Here, let me turn this thing off and I'll apologize, okay?
Si me disculpo en condiciones. Le va a hacer el chupamatracas 3000. Literal,
How can these things live in this kind of
Anyone up there?
That's bullshit.
Use the intercom up there if you can.
Info digital. A ver.
Hello?
Que te calle, delgado. Yo.
Come on, we need these doors open.
Te relajes.
Anyone still alive up there? Can either of you hear me? Damn it. Is anyone there?
Yo que sí.
This is where the
Hear
fleet
back.
started.
Answer if you can.
Blows me mind.
500 créditos, lo que rico, lino, tú.
Bring it on. Quit screwing around and pick up.
Madre mía, hay unos cansinos notas.
So the two of you made it, huh?
No he salido con vida, pero por poco.
Brush the dust off, and listen, we have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Cricks. You both got that?
Entendido. ¿Y cómo voy a saber si he encontrado algo útil? A Crix o legado lo coge.
Really isn't that